is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So we are back out here, me and old mailman in the FFR shop. We're doing something cool today. We are actually installing a Dickinson cage into a customer's race car. Dad has decided that he's gonna put his welding skills to the test. And so we have a gentleman driving about 4.5 hours down with his car so that we can get ready to install this cage. But in the meantime, we're out here in the shop getting everything cleaned up. I am on vacation for 30 days, which is very cool to be able to say that. So with that said, it's time to get started on the pure stock. The last time you guys saw this, we showed you guys what happened to the engine. Unfortunately, Dad, like we said, Travis at Fleming and a bunch of them guys were right. Valve springs got really loose, or really weak, and floated a valve.
Valve springs weren't broke.
They weren't broke, but there's a possibility with them being weak that it floated a valve. Valve may have broke. Who knows? But on the positive side of things, there is a potential that I mentioned to you guys that Philip Sandell and his dad had a motor up north. That did not work out because Philip's got some cool stuff working and in the works for 2024 for him up there, so they had to keep that motor. So the game plan, Dad actually found an old truck motor on Facebook Marketplace that I believe I was able to purchase. It's up in Hattiesburg. We still have to go get it, but until then, it's time to keep moving forward on this pure stock. So the game plan, we're gonna get this shop cleaned up because it's a mess from all of the work that we've been doing, and I've been up in Minnesota. So we're gonna get the shop cleaned up and then try to get this engine completely out and start the tear down on that just to see what we have in the motor, see if the cam's good, see if what all's damaged internally, to see if this block is bad. If the block is bad, it doesn't matter, because if that motor works out from Hattiesburg, we'll use it. If not, it's time to start from the complete bottom and build a new engine. So with that said, I'm gonna help get this cleaned up. We'll come back and show you guys once we start the process of taking this engine out. We got the shop somewhat cleaned up. Dad, what are you working on? Getting the radiator out?
Yep, I'm working on getting the motor out.
And I have got to get the back jacked up so I can get the drive shaft unhooked.
I got to install the shaft. You gotta go, just take the drive shaft off.
Yeah. We're gonna make sure I had it on there right. Hey, now be careful. That thing costs more than I paid for this car. Right? Probably need to adjust these jacks. Drive shaft's off. Woo. All right, guys, so it's the next day. Me and Dad were in the middle of working on the pure stock. And like I told y'all earlier in the video, the project arrived. So this is Mr. James. Mr. James Murphy brought his car down from, where'd you say?
Amory, Mississippi.
McHenry?
Amory,
Mississippi. So me and Dad put a hold on the pure stock work. And me and Dad knocked this out. What, Dad, about 6 hours?
Well,
7
I don't know
hours?
if y'all had that much.
Yeah, well, we didn't tell.
Let's tell him now.
We didn't tell Mr. James, but we had this cage welded together before he got here.
I seen a bunch of prefab back there.
Yeah, I prefab.
So Mr. James is taking this up to Amory, Mississippi. His son-in-law's or his
Son-in-law will be running this one. My daughter runs the Pontiac.
Okay, perfect. So you happy with it?
Hey, man, couldn't ask for any better.
That's right. So Mr. James is headed on his way. If you guys need any cages installed in your front wheel drives, Crown Vics, anything like that, me and Dad will do it. So, but we're gonna send him on, and I'll show y'all a little bit of this work real quick. This is a Dickinson cage. So y'all remember, I am a dealer for Dickinson cage. So if you guys need a cage, we can do it. So y'all check this work out.
You make any money off of that?
Look at this here, guys.
The video.
So this is a Dickinson cage. Got the seat bracket in, door bars, gussets. He got a 6-point, so me and Dad tied it into the pillars. Going up to the top, Earnhardt bar and the top bar. So Dad did a fantastic job. We'll try to let you guys see what this looks like once he gets everything done. All right, guys, so I know this is supposed to be a pure stock video, but unfortunately we keep getting interrupted. We got some people here that keep interrupting our progress. So the rollback is here, and anytime we have a rollback on the property, you pretty much know what that means. There was a wreck or somebody got towed. But in this case, y'all step on around here and let's show them what we got. There's a really good reason why we ain't getting nothing done. Colton, Noah, what do y'all got? What is that with a roll cage in it? Whose car is that? It's Colton's car. So if y'all remember, we got old Joe Rutherford. We've been saying Rutherford.
It's all good.
So Dad installed the cage in the Pontiac or Chevrolet last week. Well, fast forward 3 days, and now he got to install a Crown Vic cage in Joe Rutherford's son, Colton Rutherford. 2 weeks, we got Noah and his dad Shane gonna be coming back to put a cage in a Crown Vic. And why does he need a rollback? Why does he have an empty trailer? Joe, do you want to fill us in with what you dropped off?
Well, if you're going to let me be the one that
The
crosses
channel
theirs,
has never heard. What's going on here?
I don't know how to say this. They're moving away from front wheel drive and doing a rear wheel drive, and we have brought a Crown Vic.
Yeah. I don't know if
now-
y'all can see it, but this is all y'all are getting because I'm not going to reveal it. But you guys just heard from the main man. We're going Cletus McFarland style, right?
That's right.
So-
Asphalt, dirt, we're going to do it all.
We have decided that we're going to support Joe and his family and outrun them a few times so they can get better.
I like the hat, by the way.
Yeah, and y'all check this out. If y'all are interested, these are Joe Rutherford's hat. Rutherford, right?
It's all good.
Joe R's hat.
There we go.
These are for sale for $105 a piece. If y'all are interested,
Every time it
contact me. If you wait any longer, they go up $5 increments every day. So they started out at $20 and I'm up to $105. But for y'all, I'll do half off for $125. So we're good. So. Anyways, no, but Dad hooked up Colton and got this cage put in. This is a Larry Dickinson cage, just like the last time. If y'all are interested, I'm telling you, Larry Dickinson is taking over the cage industry. They're made to fit whatever car you want, and they're pretty much plug and play. Even Joe could do it. I mean, just kidding.
I prefer to have the mailman do it, and that's why it's here.
But Dad is installing cages. I think old Ronnie Roberts, y'all have seen him on our channel. He's going to get him to bring them another one. We got a really cool build series coming out in a couple of weeks of how to install these cages. So y'all, we can hook you up. So we're going to send these guys back to Containment, Florida. They got the big rig with the heater going. It's getting cold out here. So eventually this video is going to have some pure stock work in it. They're going to see that, man, they never even worked on the pure stock, and this is a pure stock video. So we'll catch you guys the next video segment when we're working on a pure stock. But good luck to Colton and Noah, number 83 and number 75. So yeah, 83 and 75. So pretty cool. And then, of course, we're going to have to get Joe and Shane some too. Shane one. And we're going to call up my buddy Cletus McFarland. Me and him are real tight. Get him to send us a few down. So anyway, we'll see you guys later. All right, everybody, so we're back in the FFR shop. Before we get started on the pure stock, we got the FFR 100 race going on, huh?
Yeah, and a NASCAR track you built.
What did I build y'all today?
A NASCAR track.
I took an old part of our trailer,
Yeah.
flipped it over upside down, and made them a little track so they could race their cars.
A hair track.
Huge track. What numbers we got here? Number 3,
Number
21,
75,
57.
Number 75 and 3 don't have their engines.
Woo!
All 3 don't have their engines.
All right, so y'all gonna show them. Ready? On your marks, get set, go! Woo! Oh, you're right off to a lead. Judah's getting a slow start, but that's okay. Oh, you're wall riding like the watermelon man. Woo! All the way down the back stretch. Awesome job, guys. Awesome job. All right, guys, so I'm getting to work real quick. I'm going to show y'all what we're going to do. So here's what we've got. You guys saw in a video a while back that I put this bar in right here. What I want to do is I want to add this bar right here. And I know normally you'll see that they have like 2, one that goes right here and one that goes right here. Well, this is such a short space that I'm only going to add just this one. So I'm going to tie that in right there, and then I'm going to come back here and tie that one in. And so that's how we're going to do it. So I'm going to get to grinding on this, get it cleaned up, and stab it right there real quick. And there you go. And I'm not ashamed to show you guys them welds either, because I laid some fat daddy beads on them. And I know they may not be perfect, but they're strong. I had the heat turned up all the way on my welder. So there you can see.
Looks pretty good, Dad.
You like it?
Yeah. I love your race car.
Do you?
Yes.
What number is it gonna be?
Oh, it's already has a number. 53.
53, so you think we should stick with it?
Nah.
Nah, so we're gonna change it?
33.
33, that's your number. But anyway, there you go, guys. So that's in. It's kind of an optical illusion because of all these angles, but I got it as straight as possible. I know that seat's down, but it is sitting there pretty straight, and it has that curve to it, which I like. So I'm good with that. So what's next? Time to get the engine out, right?
I can't.
So we're gonna go in, call it a night, and I believe Dad's gonna come down tomorrow, and we're gonna finally yank that engine up and out of the hole and get it on an engine stand and get the transmission pulled apart and go from there. Final game plan with this car, just so you guys know if I haven't told you already, is I'm gonna move forward and get as close as possible to having the body on, the dash done, everything turnkey as far as roller goes. And then that way, all I have to do is focus on a power plant, which I don't know if I told you guys already, but the engine that we found on Facebook Marketplace did fall through, didn't it? I can't stand people who do that to me. I mean, you tell people you're going to buy something and then they sell it out from under you. So it's horrible. So we'll catch you guys tomorrow. All right, I think I'm going to go with old Joe Rutherford, number 5, right here. Okay, you're 57?
No, this is the guy truck.
57, I don't know anybody who drives 57. That is pure stock 53 though. All right, ready? We're gonna do 2 laps. Gentlemen, start your engine. Hum, hum. On your marks, 2 laps. Get set, go. Woo! You're blocking me! Oh, I gotta get up! Why's the dump truck on the track? Slow down! got lost. I'm going to fence. Alright, look, better be too late right here. Yes, I gotta go in the garage. What does this say?
It says
Alright, let's go in.
Hey y'all, this is the mailman. Y'all see what's behind me? Another race car. These boys can't get enough of this racing. So we hadn't got to work on the pure stock a lot because I've had 2 cages I've put in for people. Got 2 or 3 more of them to put in. I got 2 SCDRA cages I'm putting in. But we're fixing to get this motor out of this car. If we can get Skylar underneath there to get the transmission mount out. It's only taking him a month to do it. But we're fixing to pull this thing out South Mississippi redneck style for sure, because he don't have a lift down here, so we're gonna use a tractor. And you just hang on, it's probably gonna get funny. We might even holler at each other. We just pulled the one out of the Falcon again using the tractor because the lift we need a new car lift. Not a car lift, engine lift.
I need another one already.
All right, we'll get back with y'all when we get to pulling this thing out. It should be a show for sure.
So, I believe I've got all the mount bolts out. I know it took me long enough to do that, but there was some redneck ingenuity going on under there that I didn't quite understand, but I got them out, and so we're going to try to come along first on the top of my shop. Hopefully we pull the motor out and the shop not down. So we'll see what happens. I've got some straps back here, Dad.
Big strap?
Yeah, big strap. Pull it out. It's draining good.
I'm gonna pick up on it.
Man, that fluid is brand new. Oh, shoot!
What happened?
What happened? I'm asking you.
Well,
The whole motor just fell.
yeah.
God bless. Hold on. Let's just go ahead and go on the record. Let's look at them. This is not the way to do it.
Now you do it when you can't do it.
But, like my friend Ryan Trezin, who we're going to meet this weekend from Trezin Racing, all the way from California, says if it's bent, it ain't broken. And these are called a 90%er. That's what the 90%ers do. Oh, okay, but it's out, so that's all that matters. That's how it's done, huh? All right, Ryan Trezin, the Racing, that was for you, buddy. That was some of the hillbilly redneck stuff. So I call that a success, don't you, Dad?
Yeah, nobody's dead.
Nobody's dead, no fingers are gone. And what we went ahead and did is we went ahead and set this thing down on the ground. Since I had this old piece of junk raggedy jack. But what I can do now is I can get in here and pressure wash this, clean this up real good, fix some like cracks in the frame and stuff like that. But now the fun begins, which would be actually tearing this motor down, separating the transmission from the motor, putting it on the engine stand and tearing it down completely, right?
Yep.
And I've already told them that people on Facebook Marketplace suck sometimes because that guy stiffed me on that motor, but I mean,
yeah.
kinda.
I got stiffed on the motor too.
Yeah, I guess you did. But there it is. It is out of the car, and that means we're one step closer. So with that said, what we're gonna do is, for the next video, me and Dad are gonna go ahead and move this over here where I can get it up out of the way. Like I told you guys earlier, y'all saw I got that bar in. I'm gonna try to focus why I'm learning on this motor. I'm gonna also try to focus on getting this body and all back on this car and getting it complete. You know what I mean, Dad? That way, this thing has the body on it, the doors, the fenders, everything's ready to go. It's cleaned up, it's painted, and 100% so that we can focus on just this engine. So,
For those of you that don't know what was going on, that was called hand floating and the engine out.
hand floating, performing a magic
That's
trick.
called hand rigging in the industry.
That's right.
Floating that pipe in and out, well, it was just an engine. And I don't know, you know, we're so used to front wheel drive, we had to flip the motor around where it looked like it's going back the other one.
Yeah. But while we sign this one off, I do want to let you guys know that the other pure stock is for sale. If anybody is interested, I've got all these parts up here that go with it. Everything to make it exactly a roller like it was at the beginning of that build series. I've got it up for sale. I'll sell you everything I've got, including that old other frame that we had in the back for $1,200. If anybody wants it, y'all shoot me a message. All finances that I make off of them are gonna go into that motor. And so if anybody wants that, shoot me a message and we can make that happen. Thank you so much to golly, Joe and his family for hooking us up with that Crown Vic. That build's coming soon on the channel. But for now, we're gonna sign off. We're headed to the Dome, right?
Yep.
So we're headed to the Dome. I turned 35 years old on December 16th, so my wife surprised me today and got me tickets to the Dome. Me, my dad, my brother, Travis the Bank, and my son, Uriah, are headed up to St. Louis. So thank you guys for watching. If this is your first time, welcome to the channel. Please consider subscribing. Make sure you like this video. Give us some feedback, comment, let us know what you think. Until then, we're gonna keep chugging along on this pure stock until we hit the track and get prepped for 2024. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see you in the next one.